I've known Linda since 1953 when we moved to St. Louis Park. My sister Sue and Linda became fast friends in 5th grade, or was it 6th grade? And Linda at that time was very political. She ran for student council, and I still remember them working on slogans, and the main one was "Bow Wow Longabout" with a long dachshund. Through the years, we got to go up to Linda's cabin. Actually, when her parents were still alive, we got to go there with all our families. And Linda always said she was so jealous of my sister at that time because Sue had forgotten her suitcase going up to the cabin, and she got all new clothes, and Linda was so jealous about that. And when Linda was sick just a couple weeks ago, she mentioned that, yes, she remembered that distinctly, that yes, she was very jealous that Sue got all new clothes and she had forgotten hers. Through the years, we've gotten to know Linda as a politician and used her services even though we didn't live in the Brooklyn Park area. She was always there for us, and from reading all the condolences, I see that she was very instrumental in many people's lives, and that was Linda. She was very dedicated and thought of people not just for herself, but was always thinking of others before herself, and that was very good quality, and she was always a good friend, and we'll really miss her. She did have a sense of humor, and Scott was mentioning that her main thing was always saying wow, and even when she was sick, that's all I could remember her saying is wow, wow, when people would be calling and telling stories. So we'll remember Linda with fondness and feel for her family and what they're going through. We've lost a good soul, but she's still around.
I just wanted to say I didn't get to meet Linda till after I married Cindy, and she was good to me. I was a salesperson at one time, and she bought some products from me. She's helped my daughter when she had some issues. Linda, as everybody's said 1,000 times, was a good friend to everybody, always helped everybody. And at the end, when she was real sick and stuff and under the influence of drugs, my grandson would come up to her and say, "You lost all your hair, is it coming back?" And she would come out of that coma or whatever and smile and laugh, so she liked kids.
She learned Latin when right now that's obsolete, but she was very smart, and she used to drive, this has nothing to do with politics, but she used to drive a white Thunderbird convertible, and the talk of the school, I think, because she had such a neat car, and they used to go, someone wrote in their condolences, remember when we used to drive down Lake Street in your convertible, how awesome that was back then, because that was in 1958, I believe. And they had their cabin, and her dad owned a Shell station. And I was always so jealous because whenever we'd go up there, we'd stop there and we could buy whatever candy we could and not have to pay for it because her dad did it for us. And it was just like that. Her dad was cool, and the mother, she died very early. Linda was only 16 when her mom died, and Becky, I think, was 12. And it was a very hard time then. And I think it made those girls very strong. Becky especially has had to endure a lot because Linda was going away to college and she was all alone without a mom. And the person that Becky is today is because of that. I mean, she's a tough person as well as Linda, but Linda relied a lot on Becky for all her strongness, as you could say.
Linda was the politician and outgoing and strong when it came to politics. But I think Becky was just as strong in her way.
Oh.
She kept Linda afloat and she kept the house going and stuff like that. So Becky had just as much strength as Linda did.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Julia Iverson, and I am the daughter of Norm and Cindy, who just spoke. And I grew up knowing Linda since I was very small because my Aunt Sue and my mother, Cindy, spent a great deal of time with them. And Linda helped me through a lot of stuff, and I appreciate everything that she ever did for me. And I had kind of a cute little story I wanted to share with her because I think she would think it's cute. And that is my 4-year-old son, Reese, got to see Linda a couple weeks ago. We went and visited her at home, and this was his first experience with someone being sick and dying and the hair loss and everything that goes with it. And so he, like my dad had said, he was asking all kinds of questions about if her hair was going to grow back and whatnot. And just about a week ago, we were at the store shopping, and Mommy had sinus problems, so we stopped and looked at the sinus medication, and I brought my little prop with. This is my Sudafed, and I don't know if all the over-the-counter medications have this little silhouette right here. I don't know if you can see it. It looks bald. And Reese picked this out, and he said, "Oh my gosh, look at that. That's Linda on that box." And I thought it was cute, and I thought Linda would think so too.